Greetings, Guzzlers. We're going to use the air fryer again. I've been using the air fryer like routinely, but I've probably not done many air fryer dishes for you lot yet. And so tonight that's going to change. We're doing another one, and we're doing another one from the Pinch of Nom air fryer cookbook. And this is going to be a chicken one, and it's also going to use this stuff. The Korean hot pepper paste, Gochujang or something like that, Gochujang or something, I don't know. But it's red pepper paste. Okay, keeps for ages apparently, which is handy because I've kept that for ages. What we're going to do is we're going to air fry our chicken like nuggets, and then we're going to make a sauce using this to sort of drizzle all over it. So you want some panko breadcrumbs, you want some garlic granules, fine garlic granules, you want your Korean chilli paste, chicken breasts, couple of eggs, runny honey, dark soy sauce, salt and pepper. Oh, sesame seeds. And as a little garnish, some dill, but I couldn't find any. Tesco didn't have any. So, but that's only just like a little sprinkling on top. So, pinch of noms, gochujang, chicken nuggets. So I'll put about 100 grams of them panko breadcrumbs in there. And I'm just going to add 2 teaspoons of these garlic granules. We're going to be using some more of them in a bit. Now that might only look like one to you. That's because when I was getting ready, bloody thing tipped over and I spilt about a teaspoon all over the surface. So that went in there. Then we're going to add some salt. And we're going to add some pepper. And then that, we're just going to mix that all together. And that's what we're going to toss. Oh, I should have said we need some spray oil for in the air fryer. Now, I'm not doing these directly in the baskets because it makes a bloody mess. It's a real pain in the arse to clean up, and you shouldn't really put the drawers in the dishwasher. So I'll be using some paper liners. And you may find you also need to cook in batches because you probably can't get them all in there at once. So that's mixed, and we'll put that to one side. Then you're going to want, you might get away with one, but I'm going to go for 2. I was going to say these are really thin shelled, and the bugger didn't break this time. Is that a double yolk? Huh? So I'm just going to get them in there, and we'll beat them up. Need a good beating. So give that a really good beating. We don't need to season this. We've seasoned our coating, if you like. And now I'm just going to put that to one side. Actually, I don't want to put it all the way over there because we take our chicken breast, and I've probably got way too much chicken there. So I might actually separate some of that out and put it in the bag and freeze it or whatever. But what we want to do is take a chicken and we want to cut it into sort of inch chunks, if you like. So I'll cut that one like that, cut that like that, and then just chuck that into that chicken for now, into that egg mixture for now. Okay. Now we make our sauce while we're cooking our chicken. So trim that little bit off. So we're not too worried about getting that sauce ready. So I'm just gonna do the rest of my chicken, shove the rest in a bag and put it in the fridge. Have another beer. Yes mate, keep stirring. he thinks he's doing a valuable job, you don't realise it's empty. Yeah, well done mate, doing good, I'll be using that later. Now we don't bother preheating our air fryer. Okay, and I'm just going to toss that chicken in the egg mixture, or egg, and then just going to drain off the excess and chuck them in them breadcrumbs. Now, I've got a dual drawer air fryer. The only thing I have noticed as I've been using it is that they don't both cook evenly. As in, the big drawer, you would think possibly might overcook it if you do the same temperature and time in the smaller one, but actually it's the other way round. The small one, sorry, you would expect the small one to cook it quicker. I can't remember how I started this conversation, but whatever. If you set the temperatures the same, you need longer to cook in the smaller one. They don't cook at the same temperature. Anyway, so we're just tossing these around in there, okay, and then when they're coated, we're just going to place them into that basket. In this case, like I said, in the liner, and then we're just going to stretch them with some oil, okay, and I think what I might do is I might do the small drawer as well, but I will need to give them a slightly different time. So we're going to put them in here and we're going to air fry them for about at about 170 for about 15 minutes, but about halfway through, I can just get another one in there, about halfway through we turn them over, okay, and if need be give them another little spritz of oil on the other side. Right, so I've got the other drawer going, I've got the rest of the chicken there ready to finish off reading, as it were. So now we're going to make our sauce. So we'll start by doing just about a teaspoon of those garlic granules. Yeah, you can have them. Where's my honey gone? I lost my honey. I'll put it up there. And then you want some runny honey, and for that amount you're going to want about 3 tablespoons. I'm actually doing a little bit more than it says in their recipe because I've done a bit more chicken than they have. Okay, so that's me on there. And then we want about the same amount again, about 3 tablespoons of dark, oh, I haven't opened that one yet, dark soy sauce. Come here, little bugger. Make these really fiddly, don't they? So 1, 2, 3. And then we want our what's-name paste, and you're going to want about 4 tablespoons of that. So I haven't got a spoon big enough now, so I'll use that one. So we want about 4 tablespoons of that, and that will be our sauce once we mixed it together. Now, I said to you you'd also want some sesame seeds. They get just sprinkled on top you know, when we serve up. And equally, if you add some if you add some dill, you're going to finally chop that up and sprinkle that on top. But for now, I just want to get that all mixed in, because that paste is quite thick, and obviously the honey makes it thick. But we're starting to get there. Just break down that paste so that we get a nice thick but pourable sauce. I've turned the big drawer, given a little spritz. Now, like I said to you, that smaller drawer doesn't cook quite so quick. That's starting to now catch up. So I'm just going to turn them, and we'll give them a spritz. But I suspect these are probably going to need longer. Because like I said, for some weird reason, this one, and this little shit doesn't want to turn over, thank you. This drawer just doesn't seem to cook. As well as the other drawer. So normally when I'm cooking, I normally compensate by perhaps altering the temperature slightly, have a higher temperature on the right hand, slightly lower on the other, and try and cook on the same time. And that usually works, but obviously you've got to be a bit careful that you are cooking it through. And then before leaving that's that sauce pretty much mixed together. Let's have a little taste. This is going to be fucking hot. Got the sweetness from the honey. You can taste the saltiness from the soy sauce. And then you start getting that chili paste hit. That's nice. But I might need a bit of that. It's not that one. Although it does start doing something. No, you don't want any of that, mate. Keep stirring, get in there. So that's the last batch in. And what I've actually done now is I've transferred the cooked ones into the smaller tray, and I'm basically using that as a warming oven to keep them warm and hot. And we're just doing the main cooking in there. So you could serve this with rice. Or anything you like. We're just going to have a bowl of nuggets. This Guinness is going down rather well. Right, there they are out of the air fryer. So now what we do is we take some of that sauce, and we're just going to drizzle it over. I should have said actually, you can get a variety of different strengths of this paste. So if you don't like it too hot, you can buy a milder version. I can't remember what this one is, whether this is a hot one or not. It certainly comes across as hot. So we just drizzle some of this over our nuggets, and then if we had some, let me just wipe that off before it goes everywhere. If we had some dill, we'd chop that and sprinkle that on. But we just sprinkle some sesame seeds on top. So let's give it a go. So here's one. Crunchy on the outside. Not a huge hit of that chili paste. What I might do is drizzle a bit more on, but just bear in mind, not we might roll it. But now, pinching on, is theirs. No, can't have any, keep stirring. bloody star. Look at him. He's dropped his spoon. So there you have it. Your gochujang, whatever it is, chicken nuggets cooked in the air fryer. Nice.